Okay, let's see how we do with this. This is one of my, I have not recorded very often, so this is going to be something new, so bear with me. First, I opened up my InVue and I'm choosing 8.5 by 11 inches to create a new file. The reason being is we're doing a print and cut, and your mat has to be the same size as your printer. So it's 8.5 by 11. The next thing I'm going to do is go select an image, and I have to sign into my Pazzles craft room. Clicking submit, and I'm going to choose New Year's Eve. And both, whoops, I forgot to select both. But I already have it in my local hard drive, so I'm going to select download so I have the image on my screen, and there we go. I'm going to choose this icon up here so I can see my whole mat, and then I'm going to choose the eclipse and a circle. Then I'm going, whoops, I always do that. So I'm going to click undo and my select button again and move my image into the circle. But as you can see, it's hidden by the circle. So I'm going to right click my image and say arrange and bring it to the front. There we go. Then I'm going to size my image into the circle. After I've done that, I want to be able to print this, so I'm going to select everything and change my line type to print only. Actually, I don't want to do that. I want my circle to be cut and my image to be print only. Notice up here in the right hand corner, if I select my circle, it's cut, and if I select my image, it's print. Okay, now that I've done that, I want to select everything and choose outline. I want my outline at 0.10, and I'm going to choose outline and preview. And it didn't work. Don't you love it when it does that? Oh, there it goes. It's slower than I am. Now I have to choose the little green check mark to accept the changes. And in order to see my outline, because my outline's black, which is, I do want a black outline, I'm going to turn on wireframe. And yes, indeed, I have 2 lines. So I'm going to check my line styles again. The outside line is cut. So I don't want that to cut. I'm going to choose print only. Now I'm going to click on the very inside line, and that's cut. I want that to be a cut line. And now I'm going to select my image in the middle, and that's print. That's exactly what you need. The reason why I do the outside the outside circle line, or I outline, is I want a little bit of a bleed. So when it goes to print, it will print it will print a larger black circle than what I really want, so that when it cuts, I won't get any white at all. I'm ready to cut this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you how I multiply. I select everything after I choose my select button, and notice that I have a little blue plus. That tells me it's not grouped. So I'm going to right click. Well, my option's not there, so I'm going to select it again. Right click, it's not there, so I'm going to come over to Object and say Group. Now I have a red X. That means when I go to size it, everything's sizing together. So I'm going to size this down to, oh, let's make it 2 inches. So I'm going to choose with my selection key, selection icon selected. I'm going to choose width and height and put in 2, 2, and apply. Move it to my corner. There goes my phone. You're going to have to excuse that. We'll let that finish. And I want to turn on my printer margins. So I set my image inside the printer margins because I want the whole image to print. With that selected, I want to multiply it. So I'm going to choose the multiply and just simply drag over to the corner, and let's see if I can get more on my sheet. So I'll drag down, and that looks like it. If I wanted to fill the whole sheet, I could size these smaller, but I think that's going to suit my purposes. So I'm going to choose the little green check mark to accept it, and I believe I'm ready to cut, but I want to check one more time. No, I'm going to zoom in here on this upper one. That's lovely. Okay, I'm going to zoom into this upper one and notice my 2 lines here. I'm going to choose the cutter, and I definitely have 4 circles. I definitely have my middle circle chosen. So I'm ready to cut. So all I do is I exit out of here, choose display registration mark. It gives me a warning to make sure I have 8.5 by 11 selected. Look at my whole mat. And as long as I can move this registration mark around, so it's fine over here. It's not in the way of anything. I'm ready to print. So I just go ahead and choose print. I have to make sure that I choose the printer that I've already calibrated with my view with. And in this case, it's my PhotoSmart. So I'm going to go ahead and choose print. I'm going to choose cancel because I've already cut this. So I go ahead and print it, and then I load it onto my InVue mat. And after I have it onto my InVue mat, I choose my cutter icon or my cut control panel. I make sure that I want to cut, that I'm going to be cutting on cardstock and it's smooth. I verify my blade is on 2 and my paper blade's in. And then I check off print and cut. And then I choose send, and I'm done. Let me know if these directions work for you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.